Oh, baby. Oh, baby. A little Monday, though?
Yes.
A little Monday?
Yes.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the pregame show.
Here we go.
Let's
go.
Did you just say woof?
Let's go.
What about...
It's just Monday. Got to get the energy up for the air horn.
Oh, yeah, there it was, man.
Got to believe in the Nuggets.
Guys, the Nuggets, in desperate need of a reset. Will it be tonight or not yet? Is it to come? We're going to be debating that. We're also going to put our final touches on the in-season tournament. We have to talk about it from over the weekend for the last GD time. I'm telling you, it is the last GD time we will mention this in-season tournament.
Thank God.
And also later in the show, the man wearing pajamas is going to make us all rich beyond our wildest dreams. That doesn't feel accurate or true, but it is true in this case. To help me, I brought along a man wearing sock shoes.
I was going to say, yeah, and I'm actually not the guy in pajamas.
Come on.
Viewers could be confused because of how much I look like I am. The Subus, man, are a real treat. Just a real innovation.
Dude, I'll wear my slippers sometimes. Even better. Even warmer. I'm telling you, incredibly warm. We'll have a slipper off. Over here, Harrison Wind.
I think we should have pajama day at the office sometime.
I sleep in my underwear. I don't...
What?
I
No one
actually
asked you that.
Yeah. Nobody asked.
I'm just saying.
TMI.
That's
First
how
of
I
all,
sleep.
TMI.
Honest question. Do you sleep in pajamas?
No, I don't. But
To the point. Stop just being honest in front of the microphone.
we should all have pajama day at work, I think.
That's not how Spirit Week
Yeah.
works.
There's the man in his pajamas. You guys should be more harsh on him, less harsh on me. What shoes do you have on, by the way?
They're called Yeezys.
Okay.
Not slippers.
But this is
No,
my
Beluga
point, is that
2.0s.
really you do it. You don't have slippers on. He does. But there we go.
Yeah.
Pajama day dev.
He tried to tattle on me. You have a regular good outfit on with slippers. That's lazy. That is lazy. It was pajama day at work, so I had to do this. You didn't have to do that.
I said nothing. I think you look great. No, this is my Monday. Jokic isn't playing well. The Nuggets are in Atlanta.
That's so true.
I almost got dressed and I was like, F it.
They're like, why dress nice when
Yeah.
Yoke's not playing well?
Who cares?
You guys are talking about old stuff. This is the new Yoke. This is the new Yoke tonight. That's what we're getting. At least I hope so. What have you been hearing, Wind?
Nuggets are in Atlanta tonight, a place where they've only won 11 times ever.
Man.
That's tied for the second fewest road wins at a location in team history.
Where's number one?
The Celtics, 9 in Boston.
They've only won 9 times in Boston.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're tied at 11 with the Orlando Magic at 11.
It doesn't feel right, but I guess they would never see each other in a playoff. So
Yeah. Jamal Murray is playing tonight. He was listed as probable coming into this game with that ankle injury, but he's in the starting lineup. He's available to go. Rest of the Nuggets available to go as well. Regular starting lineup too. Michael Malone pregame says he spoke to Nikola Jokic after last game and told him he wants to make sure he's not losing any confidence. Malone said, look, we're getting great looks. Even if he misses every shot tonight, not going to lose any bit of confidence in Nikola Jokic. Whether he goes 9 of 32 or 15 of 15, I think he's getting great looks.
all right, but can we say this? It's meaningful that Malone even asked him that. Don't you think? The man, like, honestly, I'm not worried about Jokic losing confidence until now.
Well, I mean, he is a center that has went times where he just did not shoot for a while. So you got to see where a person's head at, especially like he's doing something that he has not done before. So you do have to, you got to get some temp checks every now and then.
Am I alone in thinking that's a little bit of a weird thing? Like, Yoke's in a rut, but I wouldn't think confidence. I wouldn't be like, man, does Yoke not believe in himself anymore?
Yeah, the waters are uncharted here, so I guess it's just sort of a. I mean, look, man, it looks a little bit like the yips. I don't actually think he has it.
Oh, why did you say that?
You guys are down bad way worse than I am.
I'm not concerned in the long run, but
This is like when the guys can't throw to first base, the pitchers. Like,
Yeah, Chuck Knobloch.
yeah,
The
check
second-
out block.
second
This is
to
what you're
first.
suggesting? He
Ricky
can no longer
Ankiel.
make a jump shot?
No, but I think it's just
Or Ben
everyone
Simmons,
is
for an
reacting
NBA
strangely to
comparison.
watching him miss the shots that he always hits.
Yeah.
And it's that he's getting those looks too
Yeah.
and not hitting them.
Has he spoke about it yet?
I mean, he's been asked about it. He just says he's missing. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
I watched his post-game commentary from both the games. He seems like he's just like, guys, I missed some shots tonight.
Yeah,
He doesn't
exactly.
seem like he's in his head. But we'll see. I mean, Malone maybe sees something different.
I do have to think it was a pretty short conversation, though.
He's like, no, I'm good. Like,
Okay. All right.
Brother, I'm
Just
fine.
wanted to make sure.
Brother, I'm fine.
Yeah. For Atlanta, they got a couple injuries. DeAndre Hunter, Jalen Johnson are both out. Those are two guys who are definitely in the rotation for them. So they're a little shorthanded. But the Hawks have lost 3 in a row to the Bucks, Nets, and 76ers.
All
They're
good teams.
9-12 overall, 10th in the East.
Yeah.
So not great so far from Atlanta.
They've also lost 8 of 11. I mean, they've kind of been on a skid.
Yeah.
I'm not sure they're a good team. You know who their comp is to me? I was trying to think of who their Western Conference comp is, and I think it's the Dallas Mavericks. In that we kind of remember them as the team that went to the conference finals a couple years back, but the truth is they haven't been that team for a while. The Mavs somehow 3rd in the West right now, but I don't know. The Hawks to me are like a good team that's hard to beat them in their house, but they're not necessarily they're not like great. They're not special.
They're also kind of like Portland Trailblazers-ish with Lillard. Like, if you let them get hot, it's going to be a game. But they're a
the
team.
old Blaze, I see. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. But they're a team that like you execute against and you should beat.
Who do you pay attention to tonight, Dev?
I think it's the Jamal Murray for me in this one, just because of Trae Young and DeJounte Murray. Like, they bring two unique challenges. One is a defensive guard and one's a scorer. And you're going to be matched up on both of them. I do think that they're going to put DeJounte on him, but then on the other side, he's going to be having to slow down Trae Young. So I think it's Jamal. There's a lot on him. He's coming back from an injury, questionable going into this game. Sounds like he's available. That's one that I'll look into.
What about you?
Jokic, is he gonna hit those shots? The thing is, the Clippers game, he played well outside of the missed shots, I should say. The next game, not as much. I actually thought the next game was even worse. So, but is he gonna bring it? Is he gonna go back to the floater? Is he gonna feel confident in the floater? I assume he does. But does he? Like, that last game, he went right back to it, man. It was a very, very similar. I think like 6 fewer shots, but he went 9 of 26. He was not afraid. He went right back to it. So is he going to take a similar approach? Will he grow passive? How does he play if the shots aren't falling? I can't believe I'm saying it because he's just been the thing you take for granted and pencil in every night. But I am curious how Jokic plays tonight.
I know. Me too, man. We just need a good Jokic game so badly. We just need it.
We need it.
We need it for the sake of this show, for the sake of our lives.
I'm going to go with Aaron Gordon then. I thought he would be the guy. I thought he would be off the board really quick. They don't have the size to match up with him, as most teams don't. This is a matchup where you worry about a team that does have the size and then just plays off of him. This is not one. You're going to look at DeAndre Hunter, Sadiq Bey. Like, those guys are too small. He needs to get back to feasting inside. He needs to get back to being aggressive. The things that, that he has been for this team since he arrived up until this year. And I have to think that my leading thing with the Nuggets right now is that they're just tired. And I had this thought the other day. They played all those games. Murray goes down, so Yoke's got to play double hard. And then they get the break. And it's not until the break that they sucked. And it kind of made me think, sometimes it's harder to stop. Like you're running, the moment you stop, then you realize like how tired you are. And I almost wonder if that's what happened to the Nuggets in this 2 games in 8 days. And there was just like a fatigue that hit in where those 2 games actually became harder to play than the previous ones before it. But nonetheless, hopefully the rest did them well. They haven't played for 3 days. And Aaron Gordon to me would be the ultimate litmus test. Go out there and bully these guys because they're not big to be able to hang with you.
It's great.
Yeah, and on top of that, Hunter's not playing. So I really want to know who they're going to have match up against Aaron Gordon in this one.
Okongwu is big.
Yeah, so a double big lineup, he should feast on that.
Yeah.
And if not, you're going to have a guy like Bey who should not be able to guard him
At all.
So, yeah, that is Aaron Gordon desperately needs to get right, and this is a good get-right spot for him.
We've also got Michael Porter versus Trae Young. Teammates, they always look forward to playing each other. So a little Michael Porter night. He's been on fire. I wouldn't mind it. I would welcome it.
Yeah, he's been on fire on and off the court. Some great guests rolling into the Curious Mike
Man,
podcast
Curious
over
Mike?
the last couple weeks.
Stonks on Curious Mike going up. How about that? All right, guys. Let's ask the real question. We're all shook. We're all a little concerned at the moment. But does this feel to you in your heart of hearts like a reset moment for the Denver Nuggets or a not yet moment for the Denver Nuggets? Let me start on this side this time.
Can we define that a little?
Well, they have not looked good for, I don't know, a month, 3-4 weeks. They have not looked consistently like the team we thought. Are they about to turn the page or not quite yet?
Oof, I'm going to go to the latter because it's back-to-back road games here. It's tough to do it right now. It is. And, Aaron Gordon's struggling like we were just talking about. You're working Jamal back in. Jokic is struggling. What? So, yeah, I mean, I think they're close. I'm not really worried about the Nuggets at all.
If they win, you think it's ugly and they might lose. That's kind of how you feel.
I don't expect it to just the balls pop in and we're like, wow, they're back.
I think they could get back, mainly because they're about to play against two just terrible defenses. The Hawks are one of the worst defenses in the NBA. The Bulls are bottom 10 on the season as well. The ball could get popping, I think. I think this is a game where the Nuggets could just put like 120, 130 on Atlanta. I could see that happening. And that could be a precursor to being back, I think.
I think it's a reset. You finally got the in-season tournament, stuff out of the way. Denver is finally back to being like underdogs. So you get to be in your rightful spot of having to prove yourself, although you're the champions. And then also your big guy is getting negative press. That's what he's always got. So, like, he's in a comfortable spot again where it's like, prove him wrong and just show why you're the best player in the world. Like, I think this is a great spot. Denver has not looked good. And now you could push and motivate yourself of, hey, let's turn this ship around. Let's get things right. So I think this is the perfect spot, especially like Harrison was saying. The Hawks are going to let you get right. You play the Bulls. That's a 2-game winning streak if you go out and really handle business, and then you get to just go after everybody else. So this is a perfect situation for them, honestly.
It's funny that you say Jokic being an underdog, but it's kind of true because Jokic's had 2 bad games. Before that, he had the greatest box plus minus of all time and was arguably having the best. And people were like, should we shut the MVP conversation down now and just give it to Jokic? He had these 2 bad games, and I saw somebody wonder if he should be disqualified from the MVP conversation. They're like, is this disqualified? Is he just out of the race now?
I think he might be. Yeah.
Jokic would love that. His ears perked up. He's like...
I was like, nobody in NBA media has a memory longer than 48 hours. Everything is just like the last 48
So
hours.
true.
And it's like, hey, he's disqualified, actually. He can't even do it. I'm going to go not yet. I'm with Vote. We're on the cold side of the room. That's the hot side of the room. We're a little cold. I think the Nuggets could win tonight. I think that the Nuggets could win tomorrow. I think the Nuggets could win, the 3-game homestand they get. Brooklyn, Oklahoma City, and Dallas are all favorable. But I just think that this Nuggets team needs to get some momentum before I really can say that I don't think it's just going to snap into place. They could have some ugly wins, but I think there is a moment in the season coming where we go, there it is. That's the team. And I don't know if it lasts for
You mean in like 4 days?
Could be. Honestly, it could be on December 14th, a day before Jokic when they play Brooklyn, who is a good team, but Denver should win that one. Oklahoma City, they match up. Dallas, they match up. So it could be that 3-game homestand where it really gets going. But I think there's going to be a period where we look at it and say, okay, that 3 or 6 or 7 week stretch, that's where they showed who they are, and that will come. I just don't know if it's coming tonight.
Yeah, it might not. But I would say that I don't think the Nuggets are like as down bad
As we are?
as a team as we are,
Yeah.
or Jokic is as down bad as we are. That's the vibe I get, at least. And if you look at the Nuggets' schedule, it's not like they have a bad loss this season.
Yes.
The Nuggets don't have a bad loss.
Houston at home is a bad loss. They hadn't won on the road. That one's a bad loss.
But Houston's
they're a good team.
in the playoffs right now.
Yeah, but I mean, they hadn't won on the road.
The first home loss with all the starters on the floor, call it a bad
That one's a bad loss.
I wouldn't say it's a bad loss. I mean, Houston's going to be in the playoffs if the season ends today. They've been playing well. They play well against Denver. I think the Nuggets are fine, but it's just been weird because we expect them to operate at a certain level where they just haven't been right now.
Over the weekend, the in-season tournament wrapped up with the Los Angeles Lakers winning and celebrating in a bath of champagne and Budweiser. The tournament was an interesting one.
Michelob Ultra, actually.
Was it Michelob Ultra?
Yeah.
There you go. The tournament wrapped up. This last week in the NBA was so weird, with nobody playing on either of the Sundays, bookending it, and then all the teams only playing Wednesday and Friday. So it was just a very weird week for momentum in the NBA. My take on it, I've kind of shared in other places, but my take was that I felt like the in-season tournament kind of lost steam as it moved to Vegas. And then, culminating in one terrible blowout win on primetime with the Lakers over the Pelicans. And then this last game, which I loved watching the Pacers. But what's your updated take now now that it's all happened? We've seen the entirety of the in-season tournament. Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs sideways.
Thumbs up for me, with the obvious exception of the winner. I think everyone's a thumbs down on that. But thumbs up for me on the tournament. I agree that it lost steam going to Vegas. The scheduling thing was weird.
It was fun, those home courts, man. Like, those home crowds were awesome in the lead-up games.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I think was lost from it. I get the idea of doing it in Vegas, especially because the players are, like, playing for money in Vegas. That's an easy dangle. But I agree with that. I think some energy was lost, and I think the scheduling was odd. But the tournament itself, to me, was awesome. I loved it. I loved watching those games, and I heard Legler say on your show that the ALLCITY All-NBA podcast, can you imagine if I got that? I heard him say that he's worried about a hangover now. We got so excited for the tournament, and now it's
From
over.
the Lakers or from the NBA?
No, like from the tournament. Like, we get so excited about it, and now it's like over. But we get Christmas coming up too, so I kind of think the NBA has a chance now to own this month of December in a way. They kind of just had the one day, but I feel like now they can kind of own the month, and I thought it was a hit.
What do you think, Dev?
I think it was a hit. It brought out the competition early in teams that you don't necessarily see the competition for, or you don't give them the credit that they deserve, like a Pacer team.
Big for the Pacers. Big tournament for the Pacers.
That was big for them. They're following, their future. Like, they're young Pacer fans now because of how they did in that and how it was marketed. I think that you could help a team like that. And also, you don't have these nights where you just take the night off because you're playing against these bad teams, because those games really did matter. I think that the courts brought some excitement, or at least people talking about it, whether you liked it or not. At least it was the discussion. Two-way players got to get paid during the middle of the season. You got an extra bonus. Everybody works hard for extra money, like, in the middle of it. And also the players, they spoke about it. Players that make a lot of money were excited to make more money. That sounds crazy, but if it's working for them, it's going to work for us, because, we're diehards. We're crazy. We're watching the Nuggets play against a team at 8:30 without their starters, without anybody playing. So of course we're gonna like any basketball we can get. So I think it was good.
I thought it was great. Honestly, there's not much I would tweak. Like, I really don't think it was like anything was that bad.
I wouldn't have the
it.
semifinal be at 3:00 Mountain Time.
Well, obviously. Yeah, I still don't really get that.
I don't get it at all.
I think it was like
with a 2-hour break in between, and
So
then
guys
like
could warm up.
yeah, it was so they could have like the full
they have Cox
game
Pavilion.
blocks.
Warm up
I
in
know,
Cox
I know.
Pavilion, walk across. It's so easy.
Yeah, I know. That I would shift that. Vegas did kind of dumb down the atmosphere, definitely. But I still like having the semifinal and final at a neutral site. I think, like, going forward in future years, the atmosphere will be better if they keep it in Vegas. They'll do things to make it better. But just like the overall format and how things worked, I thought it was kind of close to perfect.
I'm intrigued by it. I think what I like about it is the players play hard. I mean, this is the biggest thing. That to me is the only barometer of success that I see, but it's a big one. Like, getting the guys to play hard. I am concerned just because the turnout for the event itself seemed really, really low, and the ratings have been whatever. So I'm a little concerned that it's like one of these things that it won over the people that were going to watch no matter what. But nonetheless, we'll see how. I am concerned. It's interesting you say fewer tweaks. I kind of feel like it needs a handful of tweaks, and I'm curious to see what those tweaks are. Adam Silver, when he addressed, how he feels it's going, he did a presser before the championship game. He made it sound like no tweaks, like just run everything back. I think that might be a little bit of a mistake. I will say one thing: the NBA, the courts are all new, right? Loud. Something that feels like it happened in 2023. I do think there could be something about the NBA actually going rewind for the tournament and trying to bring back the history of their teams more and like going retro. Everything being retro for that, I think could be really, really cool. But there's a handful of tweaks, and I will say credit to LeBron and the Lakers who looked phenomenal. They look like a real team, but credit to LeBron for taking it seriously.
Yep.
Because you know who didn't? The New Orleans Pelicans. And I actually think if I was Adam Silver, if Adam Silver were David Stern, I'd rig the lottery so they never win again based on that performance that they gave. That was the worst effort and performance I've seen a team play. And Adam Silver's all of his marbles. He's all in on this tournament. I need something prime time, LeBron, Pelicans, and the Pelicans come out and put up that performance.
Yeah.
Almost ruined the whole tournament, in my opinion. That was their marquee, big time, let's make a push.
The same way, though, the Pacers confirmed, I wouldn't say learned, but confirmed, okay, we're not wasting our time with this direction, Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah.
We think he's one of the guys. The tournament taught the Pelicans the same thing. Their role players won them some group play games.
Yeah,
they get
great
to the
take.
tournament, and their
You're
best
not that
players
guy, pal.
were really excited to party in Vegas. A lot less excited about the tournament than LeBron James was. And in the same exact vein, you can probably go, I don't know if we're headed in the right direction.
You said that with such a straight face, but it's true. That was a team that got to Vegas and was like, yeah, we got it. We can't focus for this.
They're like, it's a lot of bright lights out here.
I feel bad for David Griffin, honestly, because he has drafted and acquired so many good players, and he has Zion and Brandon Ingram that he has to beg for them to care on a night-by-night basis.
But maybe the in-season tournament was so revealing in that aspect. Now they know exactly what direction to take the team.
Who would take Zion? The guy's 320 pounds.
Somebody would take him.
Everyone?
No way.
All you're saying is
Somebody would take
you
him.
need to lose weight. Go put him in Utah. There can't be good food out there.
Utah?
Utah was your place you went to?
I'm thinking about places with bad food.
I don't know. All right, let's get on with the best part of the show. Let's open up the Bet365 Never Ordinary Sportsbook app, the presenting sponsor of this very show. Dev, make us some money, man.
It's always Utah.
I was trying to think of a city that doesn't have great food.
It's Utah. Huh?
Me too. I was just trying to think of one.
I don't know. I don't know Salt Lake. We're good enough.
All those places.
Well, they don't have NBA teams, Jair.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Utah does or doesn't. I don't know if it does or doesn't.
My bad. So Denver comes in this one as 3.5-point favorites against the Hawks, and this is strictly because of how bad Denver has been playing lately. But I'll tell you something, and Harrison already talked to him about it. The Hawks haven't been good either. They are on a 3-game losing streak. They lost, 8 out of 11. One team's in 3rd place, and they're not playing well. One team's in 10th. I'm going to take Denver in this one, -3.5. I think this might be a blowout. I think
Really?
it really might. I do.
Dude, if this
like
is a
it.
blowout, we might be getting right tonight.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Baby.
sir.
All right, I'm taking it, baby. -3. Let's go.
The over-under is 242, and this makes me happy because Hawks are one of those teams that you could put it up with, like the Wizards and the Pacers, and those teams that just try to score a lot. They don't play much defense at all. So you want to put up big stats. You want your guys to get their confidence back. You go against a team like the Hawks. It's going to be fast-paced. It's going to be fun, but there's going to be a lot of baskets. I'm going to take the under, but I do think that there's going to be a lot of scoring. While we're there, I think that is going to be the scoring from Denver. I think they're going to put up over
That was the
122.
misdirect
Hold
of a
on.
lifetime.
All right, so Denver's over hits 122.5.
Over
All right.
for Denver.
That's a lot of points, man.
I think they get their offense back. This is how you get into a flow. You
Dude, we're
need
so back.
you need Jamal to play well. You need Jokic to play well. Aaron Gordon has to get himself going.
Or you could just give Mike
Jr.
the
has been
rock.
shooting well. Give Mike the rock.
Why would we do that, Phil?
There's a
Why?
lot of overs for Denver that I like. Let's get to the
Getting
Hawks
angry
side
over
of
here.
things. I'll take the over 29 for Trae Young.
He is a nugget killer, man.
He's a killer. He can score the basketball. And he has the ball in his hands all the time, and he's super shifty, and those guys give Denver the most problems. So I'll take the over there. I'll also take the over points plus rebounds for Capella. Jokic is going to have to rebound because Capella is going to rebound. So I think he makes a few baskets. He gets the rebounds. Now let's get on to Denver side of things because you guys started to look bored.
Yeah, I was pretty bored there.
Let's go ahead and lock in Michael Porter Jr. over 2.5 3
Now
points.
we're
You
talking.
know, this is a lock.
Now we're talking.
No, it's not a lock.
All right, you
It's not
said
a
lock it in, but that was just a figure of speech. All right.
He's going to hit it, though, so you
Okay.
might as well lock it in.
Okay.
He's going to get hot. I'm feeling Mike, at least quarter. He's going to get it all going.
He's good for one of those.
He's good for those. He's going against his close friends. He gets up for that. Let's also hope that Gordon gets involved. And how do you get involved? Points plus rebounds. We haven't seen much of that lately. They don't have the bodies to match up with them. I think he's going to get.
Man, I hate betting on him right now.
It's going to happen though. Points plus rebounds.
19
Aaron
and a
Gordon,
half. All right.
19 and a half.
Get on the boards, go AG. Come on.
Let's also take the over 2.5 3-pointers for Jamal Murray.
All right.
I love the step back shots right now. He's like super
His shot
confident
does
with
look
that.
good, man.
Yeah.
His shot looks good.
It looks great. 2.5 is too low. He's gonna get that going, especially on those pick and pops. He just steps back and shoots.
You know, he
it.
leads the NBA right now in off the dribble threes. Pull
Wow.
up threes.
See?
Percentage.
Let's take
Things like
the
50%
over
or something.
on Jokic assist at 9.5. You know what? I know you guys are looking at. You're like, hey, that's too much juice. If you're gonna take over 9.5 assist for Jokic,
I know what that means.
It's a triple double.
That means it's a triple double. Minus
Might as well.
105.
We're getting a triple double tonight. This will be one of those type of nights.
Okay.
Okay, so the lock of the game. This is the one.
Here we go.
Denver has looked like shit.
Yep.
True
Oh, man.
leaders blame themselves in these type of situations. He wants to
Man,
prove he's
really?
the best in the world. He's pissed about how he's been playing. This is a fast-paced game against another big man that wants to rebound. I'm thinking that it's going to be a masterclass for Nikola Jokic.
Let's go.
Over points
Let's
plus
go.
rebounds. I seen a stat today that said that Jokic has failed to score 30 on Capella. He's
Yeah.
never done it. Never.
That sounds like we should stay away.
Exactly. Would you rather history or would you rather Mr. Historic? I'm going to go with Mr. Historic. He's going to score over 30 in this game. Because
an
that just
all-time
doesn't
betting
happen.
segment.
We're going to go with Mr. Historic for
Mr.
over 30
Historic.
points, too. I'm locking them both in.
You're over 30 points?
He's going to score.
Or did you say over 40 points?
It's over 29 and a half. He's never scored 30 against Capella. We're going to
Tonight
get
is
it.
tonight the night.
Tonight is the
baby.
night. Tonight's the night.
I made so many bets on a game I have no feel for.
And
But
it's
Dev,
going
I
to
just
happen.
listened to you.
It's
man.
going to happen. Thank me after this one. Is there one that you guys are really excited? What would be your lock?
My lock would be Michael Porter over 2.5 threes. That's a stone cold lock. I mean, he's going to get that in probably the first 3 minutes of the game.
Yeah. Man, what's up, Michael Porter double-double? Do we have odds on that? Would you like a Michael?
His
It's
rebounds,
plus 210.
His
8.5.
rebounds is 8.5 right now.
Do you like a
He's,
double-double?
he's like living right there.
So then why
I
don't you
don't
just do
know if I-
points
I don't
plus
know if I
rebounds
like
then?
I would do points plus rebounds before double-double.
double-double. Just all you need is 10 and 10. You just need 10 and 10.
10.
Yeah, he's back at the 3. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess it's right. All right, everybody. We made our bets. Hopefully you bet along with us. We're going to go watch this game downstairs now. Do us a favor. Hit the like button on the way out. We'll see you on the other side.
Give Mike the rock.
We all silly like the mayor.